do so many people worship celebrities, make plans based on their astrological signs, buy things suggested in their social media feeds? A new book says we are living in the age of magical overthinking brought about by the growing amount of information online.
Author Amanda Montell is a writer, linguist, and podcaster, and she explores this phenomenon in her book, The Age of Magical Overthinking, Notes on Modern Irrationality. And Amanda joins us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
People have been conned for centuries. What's new?
Great question. Well, in this book, I argue that the innate superstitions and mysticisms and decision-making strategies that human beings have always used in order to make sense of the world enough to survive it are sort of clashing with the culture that we've created, the information age, an excess of information combined with sort of mass loneliness and a pressure to know everything under the sun.
And you say that this whole idea of something becoming a truth over time. You give this example of of us believing for a long time that it takes 7 years to digest gum.
Yes. So this is the result of a cognitive bias called the illusory truth effect, which is defined by our tendency to think that something is true just because we've heard it multiple times. So processing fluency, or whether or not a piece of information rings a bell, has historically been, a pretty decent indicator that something was true, that it was, coming from multiple sources. That was good enough to internalize a piece of information. But now in the digital age, when there are so many incentives to catastrophize or spread false information, the illusory truth effect is not proving so useful anymore.
Yeah, the information is so convenient. You say our brain it compares and despairs. What does that mean?
Ah, yes. Well, this is the result of a different bias called zero-sum bias, which might ring a bell to some viewers. Zero-sum bias is our tendency to think that another person's gain means your loss. And it stems from a sort of adaptive place. There was once a time when we were in direct competition in smaller communities with people of our same age or same sex for resources like food and mates. But now, in the age of social media, we are applying those same zero-sum competitive instincts to much more abstract currencies like beauty, clout, followers, and that is creating a sort of despair. There is, much research to suggest that social media comparison is negatively affecting the mental health of young girls in particular, who are more inclined to make upward social comparisons and downward identifications. So it just feels overwhelming to compare yourself to, limitless identities online.
And in this world where we feel like we have big problems all the time, you say that people sometimes want to have a big explanation for a big problem. There's this bias that people have, this proportionality bias.
Yes, this is the bias that underlies conspiratorial thinking. It's our penchant to think that big events or even just big feelings must have had a big cause. I will never get over the irony that human beings are the only species that creates fictions or mythologies about the world as an attempt to make sense of it. So when a huge calamity happens that feels outside of our control, we tend to come up with stories that could justify it, stories that are really big. So the global pandemic strikes, that is as big a tragedy as it can get. Some folks came up with the story that this could not have been the result of a bunch of small random misfortunes or freak accidents. A government must have engineered it on purpose. And this proportionality bias shows up in so many arenas of life. Anyone who's ever, been struggling because their phone wasn't working properly, who thought, what are you doing to me? Like, you're ruining my life on purpose. That is your conspiratorial proportionality bias at work.
And what's behind the celebrity worship?
Ooh, that is a bias called the halo effect. Super fascinating. This describes our tendency to admire one quality in a person and jump to the conclusion that they must be perfect overall. And it stems from an evolutionary tactic we used to use to find role models. So you would see someone in your community with big muscles, and you might jump to the conclusion that they were a skilled fighter and had, hunted a lot of meat and thus would be a good person to align with for survival purposes. But we're now mapping that same halo effect onto celebrities, parasocial relationships. We see a pop star whose music we like, we jump to the conclusion that they must be nurturing, worldly, politically aligned with our values. And that causes us to worship them in this larger than life way. But when they don't end up fulfilling those expectations, the halo effect also causes us to dethrone them. And I've noticed those intense cycles in our culture these these days.
Well, for more, you can check out amandamontell.com. Follow Amanda on social media. Her podcast is Sounds Like a Cult, and it's the book, The Age of Magical Overthinking. Thanks, Amanda.
Thank you.
Thank you.